Hello, hello. Welcome back. So for this session, this will be an SRT on the topic of stillness. I might add a meditation at the end. I'm not sure yet. I'm feeling different energy flowing with that, so we will see. But it will be on the topic of stillness. I was in class today and we were talking about the art of stillness and everything, and it just came to me that it would be nice to do an SRT on it. So I was like, oh, okay. So, all right. Let's get started. I've already done a prep to work for me and for those that will be tuning into it. All right, let's see, where are we going first? Is that Siamese souls? Yes, okay, please clear. I'm trying a different angle today because I've been trying to figure out how to get that ring light effect off of the camera. It looks like it's off now from me looking at it, hopefully. I got it angled slightly different. So yeah, hopefully. Okay. You know what? I think I'm actually taking this ring off. I'm feeling like it's gonna get caught in my pendulum chain. I'm gonna take that off. Okay, where else are we going? Looks like a strong. Is that 19? How to change your life. Okay. Looks like some advice might be incoming. We'll see. All right, where are we going? Giving. I just heard giving too much of yourself to too many people. You don't have enough for yourself. Too many commitments. Too many extra job duties for whoever this is for. I'm seeing a woman that is just looks so exhausted that when it comes time to doing some self-care for herself, she's just too tired. Like, I don't have it in me, you know? So there is a call to let go of some of the extra giving, to make sure some of that energy and some of that attention is focused on you. Okay? All right, where are we going next, if anywhere? Taking a break. Yeah, that makes sense. Hold on. Okay, you're going all over. Where are we? Okay, is that pray? Okay, what is that in reference to? Okay, I got an interesting message just now. When it said pray, I heard pray for forgiveness, not in a sense that you should feel bad, but I heard it in a sense of somebody has been doing, like you've been going above and beyond, maybe for others or a specific person or situation, I'm not sure, because you feel guilty about something that you did before to someone. Was it intentional? Kinda, not really. You were trying to get what you needed, but as an effect, it caused someone a lot of turmoil. Okay. I'm feeling this a sense of, is this the same person? Different people. Okay, so a different person. I'm feeling in a sense of whatever it is that you did that caused somebody great turmoil. Yes, it is healthy to take accountability for that. And there comes a point where the accountability from the things you're doing or how much you're doing it or whatever it may be, it becomes punishment. So someone is punishing themselves by doing more than they need to do for a person or a situation because of a past action they did that they feel bad about still. And it is coming in to pray to connect with the higher power and to open yourself up to forgiveness. Forgiveness from them, if need be. Forgiveness towards yourself for the actions you took. And even now, if you've been punishing yourself, forgiveness, and then just forgiveness in general, letting in the energy of forgiveness so that you can slow down. Like, I'm seeing like signs, like I'm seeing a visual of slow all the way down. Give your body a chance to be, your mind, because I'm seeing almost like it looks like how the phrase they say, a chicken with its head cut off, like you're just moving, you're just flowing, you're not really going it, you're not really having a direction, you're just moving and you're all over the place. So there's a call to allow forgiveness in so that you can slow down, so you can really see where you're at with things internally, externally, and you can have more direction. So you can allow more stillness, basically. Okay. Anything else? Setting goals. Anything else? I feel like setting goals was kind of for that person too. Believing. Is that other? I don't feel like it is. But yes, maybe. Okay. It felt like the goals, what did I just say? Setting goals. It felt like it possibly had to do with the person about praying for forgiveness. Kind of like I said, once you get clear, you can actually have more intention with what you're doing, where you're going. Why does it look like that? It looks like it's fuzzy a little. No, maybe not. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear any blocks to all of those things. Any downloads as necessary. Please and thank you. And you might hear my music or sound in the background. I got some love frequency on from YouTube. I like to listen to it when I'm meditating or journaling or just honestly sometimes sitting in stillness. It's actually kind of funny. I didn't think about that until now. Is that on? Okay. Anything else from here? Clearing statements. That's kind of strong. Clearing statements as far as what is that? What am I seeing? Is it? I'll let you finish clearing first. Okay. Does this have to do with vows? Does this have to do with vows? Can we apply those through this? Okay, let's do that, please. Let's apply any necessary clearing statements. So-called MIT protection. Anything else from chart 19? Okay. Yeah, well, taking a break. Just go ahead and, okay. Go ahead and clearing that. Why does this look weird and fuzzy? I'm looking at my phone above me as I'm recording. I don't know, it seems like it's going in and out of clear of sharpness. I could be tripping because I'm a little tired, not even gonna lie. I guess I'll see when I have it up. Okay. And I have a red tint on my phone, so I can't see it fully, like as if it wasn't a red tint over it, so it also looks a little weird, but I just do that so I'm not as exposed to as much blue light. Okay, anything else? Okay. Okay, anywhere else? Healing by father, mother, grandfather. Yeah, please apply. Okay. Not on the charts. Okay, not on the charts. Okay. Can you give me a little insight, please? That's an interesting, okay. Sleeping well. Sleeping, is that accurate? When I just saw sleeping well. Okay, let's clear blocks to sleeping well. I have a suggestion I just heard for some people to suggest. Look into a drink. It's called golden milk. It's an Ayurvedic based drink. Really good for helping to relax the body, to help bring in calmness, stillness, things like that. My camera is going in and out. I think this angle is weird for my phone. Apologies if the video looks like it's zooming in and out or going in and out of sharpness. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I'm just trying this angle today, but it's looking a little weird on my end part of the time, so I'm not sure. Hopefully it looks okay on your end. But it's called golden milk. Yeah, just look it up. Some people use it also to help with like sugar cravings, sweet cravings, things like that. And it's good for inflammation in the body. The basis of it is turmeric, some type of fat like coconut milk. Yeah, you could technically use coconut milk as the milk because it also has fat. But like coconut oil, MCT oil, ghee, butter, something. And obviously some type of milk, whether it is coconut milk, or plant-based milk, regular dairy milk, whatever it might be. And then a little bit of black pepper. The black pepper and the fat helps the body absorb or take in the curcumin. It's one of the main components in turmeric better, which is good for inflammation and other things. And then you can jazz it up some other ways. Some people put cinnamon, cardamom, saffron. You can add a little bit of water to it if you don't want just straight milk, things like that, but you can look into it. So, okay. Anything else? Are we doing another healing by father, mother, grandfather? Okay, please apply. Okay, let's see. Two next. Fine tuning. And since this channel is still fairly newer, as far as videos and all that, if this is your first video with me, My style is sometimes I explain the things, but usually I'm just going through, doing the clearing, channeling whatever comes up. Um, so yeah, so it's more about you being open to receiving, picking up discordant energy. Let's clear that now before we see if it's anything else I'm feeling. Um, Usually I'm just channeling, going through the clearing or whatever other type of modality I'm working through, because I plan on offering more content soon, or more different types of videos. Um, yeah, and then it's more about you being open to receive. Um, as far as the healing, the energy, usually it's good too if you don't want to feel overwhelmed, because sometimes energy work can feel overwhelming to the body, the mind, the body, the emotions. That's just a truth that sometimes some people do not want to say, but it can. So having an intention of just receiving what I am ready to receive in a way that is not overwhelming, or is safe for me to receive, mind, body, and spirit, or that I'm able to process in this moment. You can have that intention. And it is also about finding someone that you feel safe with and you trust. And that's also very important. Reasons, blocks to the creative force. Okay, let's also clear that. There are a lot of different practitioners, facilitators, guides, etc., whatever you want to say. I don't necessarily like the word healer anymore, which I guess honestly, I mean, I get it why people say that, but at the end of the day, I feel like all someone else does is gives you a key to help you have some clarity within yourself. But it's really up to you. Like, you're choosing to heal yourself, or clear something, or work through something, or process, or whatever it may be. Like, it's still your choice. Because the thing about it is, someone can you can have 10 people that you work with for all different types of modalities, even if it's like therapy or whatever the case may be, is, and you can have all this energy work done, which you might feel the effects, or it trying to kind of move through you and work with you. But honestly, if you're not really choosing to accept it, or really choosing to change or shift or see things, it's not really gonna matter. And then it's probably gonna be a little bit of an uncomfortable ride for you if you're trying to take all these things in, but you're really not open to receiving it. Actually, as I'm saying this, let's go ahead and clear some blocks to receiving support, to receiving healing, to shifting, whatever it may be. I'm trusting that all that just came up for a reason. So let's go ahead and clear some blocks around that. Maybe download some wisdom specific to each person watching us around that also. Specific to you and your journey. Thank you for that. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Feel like I'm hearing we need to clear a little bit more. Let's apply a spiritual kick. I'm feeling too. I'm feeling some resistance come through. So let's apply a spiritual kick for those that it is aligned for. Not too much of a kick, but a little bit if needed. With love. A loving spiritual kick. And spiritual kick is literally on the charts, on the main chart that we use. It comes up sometimes when there's resistance around some of this work being done for someone. So sometimes it will come up where spiritual kick is like, okay, let's apply one. It's just giving you a little bit more of a nudge to help to allow the energy to shift. But again, not in a way that it's going to harm you. But yeah, sometimes we need a little bit of a kick, a little bit of a nudge. Not kicking you off a ledge though, because I would just say, as someone, I have learned a lot on my journey. And when I first started, I guess my finger quotes spiritual journey aspect of my journey as a whole, I was very full throttle. Let's do everything at once. Let's go to the highest intensity of everything. And over time, I have learned that is, I'm not gonna say sometimes doing something a little bit more extreme might not be beneficial. I'm not going to say that, because I learned a lot of lessons doing those things. And I've also learned that a lot of times we need titration. We need a little bit of this. Allow us a second to process it and digest it and soothe and regulate ourselves and root into that new aspect of being or seeing things or whatever it may be. And then we take a little bit more in, you know? And especially if you're someone that's even more sensitive than usual to that, like me, being a very sensitive person to energy and things, yeah, it's not the best way to do things. I would just say that. So, which is good. I'm glad I learned those lessons, because when I am holding space for others, that's something that, you know, obviously I have the wisdom of those experiences within myself and seeing it in others. And it's just like, yeah, you don't want to overwhelm somebody. You don't want to do more harm than good, because it's definitely possible to do that. So, okay. All right. I'll let you download what you downloading. So yeah, it's just, I feel like when you start to dig into the realms of certain things, that it's important to have a foundation within yourself of learning certain things. It doesn't have to be my experience, or it can be someone else's experience, but if ultimately coming to a certain truth of safety. Like, safety is very important, and I don't think we understand how important it is when it comes to all things: relationships, life, money, changing, doing this type of work, energy work, whatever it may be. Just becoming a better version of yourself, not a version or an imitation of someone else, but becoming a better version of yourself. And honestly, you're good as you are, like, realistically. And I'm sharing things based on my journey. You're okay as you are. You're enough as you are. I heard this once and I was like, I really like this. The purpose sometimes of growing and becoming a better version of yourself and expanding, all it is you're opening yourself up to more opportunity. Really. Because realistically, you can continue going through life as you are, however that is. And whatever it is that you come across is just what it is, based on you and what's reflecting back to you as you're moving through with this energy and your actions and thoughts and everything else. And when you start to expand and become a better version of yourself, whatever that means to you, because that's subjective, you're creating space. You're opening yourself up to the possibility for more things coming in. Like, if you're looking for more peace, you're trying to be more of a peaceful person, unwilling to cooperate with high self, let's clear. You're going to start to open yourself up to more possibilities of peace. So maybe a relationship or a conversation, it goes by and you have it with more ease than maybe you used to. Somebody you used to argue with all the time, maybe you can have a peaceful conversation and have understanding, where maybe before there was always arguing. Or maybe if you always had so much turmoil or chaos with the job, maybe things just flow more smoothly there. Like, you know, and whatever that looks like, whatever you're working with, whether it's prosperity or joy or whatever the case may be. But anywho, okay. Anywho, where are we going? Unwillingness to learn. Okay, let's go ahead and see what multiple ones. Let's just get the other ones out the way. Abdication of mental responsibility. Okay. Susceptibility to lower forces. Try 5. Okay, so I was right. I did think about that one. Unwillingness to let go of old beliefs. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and go through all of chart 17. Let's just go through. Let's just move through all the blocks. This is multiple people, so let's just go ahead. Move through all of the blocks on here. Any downloads that's necessary. I'm feeling. Please forgive that if you heard that. That's a notification on my laptop, which is supposed to be on Don't Disturb. So I don't know why it's constantly coming through. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now we're going to chart 5. Okay. Yeah, I was feeling chart 5 earlier, so I guess so. Okay. All right, inside, outside, both. Okay, where are we going? Power, manipulation, or both? Manipulation. Okay, anywhere else? Greed. Satanics, demonics, both. Demonics, okay. Anything else? Conscious control, okay. Tell those. Escapism. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, okay. Codependency. Yes, anxiety. Anything else? Okay, so greed was right, okay. Zealous desire, okay. That looks like about it, okay. Let's go ahead and clear any and all blocks. If there were any discordants, I'm feeling, even though it didn't come up, let's go ahead and take them to their rightful place in light, love. Any and all contracts also, I'm feeling. Let's go ahead and bring them to a place and point in space where they're complete, no debt, karma is owed by either party or parties. It is complete, it is done. And let's go ahead and clear the rest of that. And let's call, let's have everyone's high selves that call to their guides specifically, whatever their support team is, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, whatever it may be, to bring in some extra support and healing, a little extra protection, and let's bring in the energy of warmth too, and light, and I'm hearing, and even power as in boundaries, the power to honor and encourage to honor one's boundaries, needs, and desires, and let them be expressed in a way that is aligned for one's highest good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring all that in, please, and thank you. I'm not fully getting the core of why this particular energy is coming up, but I'm feeling it with this and from the other chart, so we're just gonna go ahead and trust all of that. Like a weeping willow. I just saw a weeping willow. I've always loved weeping willows, actually. For one, I used to love them when I used to watch Pocahontas as a kid. But outside of that, just in the aspect of without cartoon and inner child, but just me as an adult, I guess the adult version, or however you want to say it. I love weeping willows because it's like, for one, how their branches like almost hang and sag in a way, but they don't. To me, it's like a mirror to the things unseen or maybe not talked about as much. Like, you can take grief from that. You can take sadness, and even there's a beauty in it, in the shadows and aspects, but also how it sways with the wind. Like, there's an ability to flow without breaking. There's a strength and stability. Okay, thank you. Are we complete for chart 5? Okay. Get to know me inside. Oh, hold on now. Anywhere else? Is that 18? Higher blocks. Oh, no, that's right. 18. Okay. Blocks from the council within 2,000 levels. Programs in a subconscious mind of 1. Programs in a subconscious mind of I am that I am God of planet. 9th level of Supreme Council blocks. Programs in a subconscious mind of I am. Beings of God consciousness level blocking. Anything else? Which programs in a conscious mind of 1. Okay. All right. No, hold on. Nope. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear. Get to know me. I guess because it makes sense because my hand is so far away from the camera. That's why it looks like that, and the back is starting to look fuzzy. Okay. Let's go ahead and check our one word. Actually, I didn't even get the positive and negative energy. That's okay. I get it at the end. But I'm to get the core energy of what we've been moving through. Okay, what is the main energy that we are clearing through this? Obviously, Stillness, but let's see. Ooh, depression. Is that accurate? Okay, wait, hold on. Clearing something. All right, we'll ask again in a second. Okay, depression. Is that accurate? Yeah, okay. Makes sense now with everything. We've been moving through depression as one of the main core energies throughout this. Definitely makes sense with the stuff that's been coming up. Okay. All right. Anything else? Extra souls. Let's go ahead and move through that. Clear that. Okay. Anything else? Bum, 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 bum. Is that God? Yeah. Okay. Please update, upgrade, educate, and elevate. God consciousness, bringing in the minimum number for the maximum effect. Members, that they're able to move through whoever this was for, in their journey moving forward to support them. Delusions of grandeur. I just kind of moving through some of that. I didn't really get too much else, but I got that. So whatever that's about, we're just kind of clearing some of that. Okay. Ooh, that's strong. Is that 2? All right. All right, where are we going? Ooh, selflessness, obedience, both. Obedience, okay. Ooh, nope, that's not. Here we go. Recognition, prestige, both. Prestige, anything else? Courage, courage, purpose, or yeah. Both, and direction. Yes, all 3. Okay. All right, looks like that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and clear. Download is necessary. That's it. So we're moving towards the mop up. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and start mop up, please. Okay, let's get a little bit of a scale. All right. What is the positive energy that we hold now on stillness? 100, that's a strong. What is the negative energy held on stillness? 40. Okay. Can we get that down a little bit? Okay, let's see if we can get the negative down to 0 or as much as possible still. Embodied practice is needed. Okay, so for some people it's going to take them actually practicing more to become more open and rooting that in. Okay. Which that can be meditation. That can be just literally sitting somewhere with the intention to just practice stillness, to become more okay in the moment without needing to do something, needing to say something. And my battery is getting kind of low. All right. We're almost done. All right, let's see. What is the negative energy held on stillness? It's down to 0. Will it hold, though, as of now? For those that it was not at. No. Okay. Oh, a little bit more clearing. Clearing a little bit more of the resistance, but I'm still hearing clearly embodied practice is needed. for some. Okay, all right. What is the level now? Ooh, what level is our high selves clear to for the group? Oh, can't see. Let's see. What level? It's going all the way up. Hold on, I'm feeling like we're not fully there yet. Fourth Eden, okay. Can we bring that up to the minimal new paradigm of radiant love, or as much as possible, please? Okay, where are we at now? For those that this. And when I do these, when I'm doing group indicators, I've kind of already, I'm not going to say programmed, but I've already kind of talked to my high self that when I'm getting indicators, I'm getting the lowest number of something that should be higher, or the highest number for something that should be lower, since this is a group. So I'm just getting an indicator. This does not necessarily apply to everyone. This just applies to, for some people, this is where they're at. Usually at the lowest, or the highest end, if it should be the opposite, if that makes sense. Okay, are we able to bring that up? And well, let's see, in this moment, are we able to bring that up? No. Okay, writing practice again, I'm hearing. And I saw journaling too. So for some people, journaling about this topic, stillness, even depression, and when I say that, if maybe you have some bigger traumas, then maybe make sure you have some type of support system in place before you start excavating certain things that maybe a part of you has been keeping hidden within yourself, because usually the body does things to protect itself. So I just want to throw that out there, so you don't actually bring something up to the surface and you're not able to really work through it yourself and deal with it, and then you need support and it can make things worse. So I do want to throw that out there when it comes to anything of more intense, heavier, deeper emotions, traumas, things like that. That is also important. Make sure you have the support you need in place. Okay, anything else? We're gonna do one more mop up, I'm feeling, and then we're gonna see whatever it is we're bringing in instead, and we are closing. One more quick mop up. Thank you. And what are we bringing in place? We didn't actually technically even clear. Well, we did when I brought it up. Okay. What main energy are we bringing in instead of depression that we are calling in? I feel like that is courage or peace. Peace. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and download that, please. Let's go ahead and upgrade the peace template for everyone within their being, their life, mind, body, spirit, all of that, and emotions. I just felt this wave of warm energy move through me. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. If you're truly wanting more peace, you have to make a choice to let it in. I'm feeling some people are resisting it. Take a deep breath, and if you truly want more peace in your life, it's a choice. Just like I was saying earlier, it's really a choice. Even if you don't know what that means, even if you don't know what that looks like, sounds like, feels like in your life, just with the intention, I'm opening up to receiving more loving, nourishing, supporting peace in my life. You can literally just claim that, take a deep breath, and just sit there in stillness while this is downloading, because there is some resistance for some people, I'm feeling. And if it feels hard and scary, if you're someone who's used to chaos and and anger and sadness and suffering, it doesn't have to be all at once. Everything realistically is not going to change overnight. Just being open to the first part, the first step, the first piece is enough. And saying that, you know, I'm open to learning what peace is. I'm open to understanding it, even if you're not ready to have it in your life. Maybe I am open to understanding what is peace. What does peace mean? Because maybe you need that. Maybe you need that to see it mentally, to understand it first before you can fully let it in, and that's okay too. So whatever feels most aligned for you. Okay, feels like whatever it is starting to clear up a little bit. And if you're not fully ready to open up now, that's okay too. I've said this in another video. It's honestly a choice at the end of the day, what you choose to receive and not receive. All right. Okay. All right. Let's can we clear some of the DNA chromosomes and trailers actually really quick? And that just is like energetic residue. When we start to move stuff, sometimes there's residue, so to speak, left over. I'm just feeling the need to do that really quick before we finish this. I might do a small guided meditation or something. I might add that on later. Won't be now because I gotta charge my phone. It's about to go out, but I might do that. We'll see. I might do it in another video. But either way, okay. And quick mop up, feeling as a whole. And let's download one more thing, the frequency and energy of I receive. Just I receive. Could be I receive with love too, but I receive. All right, now we are complete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I close this session officially. Thank you to my high self, the high selves of those involved, as well as their teams, my teams, and guides and support that came through. Quick integration. Just rest as needed. The next 2 to 3 days, drink more water if possible. Any practices that come to you that might help you, actually journaling that came through, more embodied practice, or actually practicing sitting still, being in stillness and peace, and whatever that means to you. Moving your body, especially if somebody that does deal with depression, trying to move your body more as possible, even if that is like literally swaying your hips if you're sitting or laying down, or moving your legs or moving your arms, but just trying to get some energy moving. Getting support as needed if you need it. Eating nourishing foods to help your body feel grounded. Things like root vegetables are very nourishing. Broths, soups, I'm feeling to mention. Soaking in a tub or soaking your feet in some warm water with salt. I'm feeling ginger, lavender, roses, some things for love, but bringing in circulation and nutrients. Or like nettle tea. You could even put that in a foot soak. And I'm seeing somebody massaging their scalp, their head, to help energy start to move some of that nervous energy, that overthinking, that anxiety, as well as the feet too. And maybe for some people you need a full-on massage. So a few things came through, but overall, rest, honor yourself, water, nourish your body at the end of the day, and move as you can. So if this was helpful for you, please let me know. And yeah, blessings. As we come to the end of this session, I'd like to invite you into a few moments of stillness. If it feels comfortable, gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take one slow, easy breath in and let it go. Now simply allow yourself to be. There is nothing to do, nothing to fix, nothing to figure out. Just notice. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Notice any thoughts, emotions, sensations, or even the spaces between them. If your mind begins to wander, that's okay. Simply notice and gently return to this moment. I'll leave you in silence for the next few minutes. you to begin bringing your awareness back to your breath. Take one final slow breath in and gently exhale. Notice how you feel in this moment without needing it to be any different than it is. When you're ready, gently wiggle your fingers and toes and softly open your eyes. Feel free to remain here in this moment if it feels right. Thank you for allowing yourself this time to simply be. Blessings.